Okay, now you see in this three picture there are two circles and one tangent. First of all, we have to discuss the tangents, how they how if two circles are given and one common tangent is given, how it touches externally or internally. You see in in this diagram, this is a larger circle and this is a smaller circle. Both intersects at these 2 points, but this AB tangent, it touches externally, but the problem is it cuts this circle thoroughly. So therefore this tangent is provides a tangent of bigger circle, not a smaller circle. But if you consider these two picture, this AB tangent is a tangent of this smaller circle and this bigger circle also, and here also it continues that. Now you see here the smaller circle is in the under the this larger circle, but here both are different. These circles, these two circles when given and AB is tangent is given, these two circles touch internally, this circle touch internally and these two circles are touch externally. So this is internally. You have to first know what is the thing, externally or internally. This is externally. Now this line is very important. We understand that if a straight line touches each of two circles, then the straight line is called a common tangent of two circles. You see this is a common tangent, this is also a common tangent, this is also a common tangent, this is also a common tangent. You see here one common tangent, here two common tangent, here three common tangent, here 1, 2, 3 and 4 common tangent. So the number of tangents depends on the position of the two circles. First of all, we have to discuss the position of the circles. Here this small circle is in the under the larger circle, so therefore this touches this touches internally at this point. This is a one common tangent, but here this touches one common and this two common. Here 1, 2 and 3, but here 1, 2, 3 and 4. You see in these four pictures, there are four different positions. So first of all you have to see the positions, and after that you have to remember the tangent, the number of tangents through the positions. This is theorem number 42. If two circles touch each other, then the point of contact will lie on the line segment joining the two centers. Now you have to draw two different pictures. If one, this is touches externally and this touches internally. Two circles with center A and B touch each other at the point P. Now here A is the center of this circle and B is the center of this circle. It touches at the point P, and here A is the center of the larger circle and B is the center of the smaller circle. It touches the center, both the center at the point P, and here ST is the common tangent and here ST also common tangent. We have to prove that APB are collinear or in the same straight line. ABP here and here APB. So construction AP and BP are joined. AP and BP, and here AB and BP are joined. Two circles with center A and B touch each other at the point P. We know that. There exists a common tangent at the point P. We know that also. Let ST is the common tangent which touches both the circle at the point P. We know that also. Here ST, here also ST. ST is the tangent of circle with center A and AP is the radius through the point of contact. We know from theorem 42, if a tangent is drawn and a radius also we can consider through the circle, therefore the radius is always perpendicular on the tangent. So therefore we can say that AP, this AP is perpendicular onto ST. Again, ST is the tangent to the circle with center B and BP is the radius to the point of contact. So therefore if AP is the radius of the larger circle, and it's also the perpendicular on this ST, so therefore BP is the radius of the smaller circle and it also perpendicular on the ST, and this information is also true for this diagram also. So therefore we can say that AP and BP are both perpendiculars. This AP and this BP both are perpendiculars to ST at the point P. If both are perpendiculars, you see this is 90 degree and this is 90 degree. So therefore angle BPA equal to 180 degree. If angle BPA 180 degree, so therefore BA is a straight line. If BA is a straight line, so therefore we can say BPA both are, or APB both are lie on the same straight line. Therefore if three points are lying on the same straight line, we can say these points are collinear. So therefore A, P, B are collinear. We prove that. This is application number 14, very important application. If a quadrilateral ABCD is circumscribed about a circle with center O, let us prove that AB plus CD equal to BC plus DA. First, draw carefully this diagram. This is the circle and it's the circumscribed in the ABCD. Now, given a quadrilateral ABCD circumscribed about a circle with center O. This is the O center. Let sides of the quadrilateral we know AB, BC, CD and DA. We have to prove that AB plus CD equal to BC plus DA. AS and AP are two tangents. We have to prove that. Now, for proving, we have to consider one small diagram. First of all, this is the diagram. Suppose this is the quadrilateral. Now you see, if this is point A and this is point B, C, D. Suppose if this diagram we can draw also like this, and this point is AS and it is P, it's Q and it's R. Now this is the point A. This is A, this is P, this is S. We know through the theorem 41, from a outside point of a circle, if we draw two common tangents, therefore the length of the tangents is always equal. So therefore we can say AP equal to AS. So therefore from this diagram we can tell that AP equal to AS, and here we can say that PB equal to BQ, PB equal to BQ, and here we can say that CQ equal to CR, and here we can say that DR equal to DS. So AB plus CD, this AB and this CD equal to, we know that AB equal to AP plus PB, write that AP plus PB, and CD means CR and DR. CR plus DR. Just putting those values. AP means AS, write that. PV means BQ, write that. CR means CQ, write that. DR means DS, write that. AS plus DS, AS plus DS, AD. BQ plus CQ, BC. So therefore we prove that AB plus CD equal to AD plus BC.